Good morning, everyone. Hopefully that works. Oh, hang on. That should be better now. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Franco. Don't worry, that's fine. Your links are fine. So we have arrived to a complete disaster again. So I have to clean up and then we can start the morning. What time is it for you? Isn't it a little early to be drinking, Franco, or is that last night? Or like, yeah, was it yesterday? It's like, yesterday there was a bit of, well, this is the mess from the last live stream, so I blame you guys for this. But then there was some chaos yesterday because our dryer stopped working. So I think I have it figured out. I do have a part on order. The only thing is I have no idea where I put that part to show you. So I guess you guys aren't going to see. Also, the power supply video is done. So at the end of the stream, remind me, and I will give you guys the link for that. Hello, hello. Taking a rest from gardening. It was 30 degrees C yesterday. So Vero did some work outside because she's a freaking heat monster. I was working all day yesterday outside, like work. That was not fun. Oh my god, everything is chaos here. Every time I say I'm going to clean, I don't clean. How's it going? Oh, look at that. We got a lot of people in. Franco, Adam, and Curtis. Good morning. Sorry, I just have to... Yeah. Have to just clean my mess. I made a giant mess. So I was saying, yeah, so we have a gas dryer, like a clothes dryer, but it's natural gas. And it stopped working all of a sudden. And we have a part that is suspect. Either the part was broken or I broke it. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see if I can find the part. But it was like $50. Oh yeah, here's the... Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So, obviously, since it uses a flame to dry clothing, it needs a way to ignite it. So this is the igniter here. And it looks like just a carbon spiral. It's a double spiral, actually. So it goes up to the top and then back down. And the two, like this would be the other side. So these two are separated. And this one spirals up and then back down. And this is broken. So I think this is the issue. The only thing, though, is it's super fragile, so I may have broken it. But I didn't see this thing glow. And this thing is getting 120 volts to it. So, yeah, it's like a double helix. The other thing that's weird, we bought our house in August 2012? August 2012. And if you look here, look at the date code on that. It says 10/12. So the old lady who owned this place may have had this replaced in 2012, but like that would be like, it was manufactured in like April-ish, March, April 2012. So like, if so, this was this was made 6 months before we bought the house, which is weird, right? Can you read that? 1012? I don't know if I can get much closer. So anyways, it's 50 bucks from the Amazon. It'll be in on Sunday, tomorrow. And I'm going to put it in, and hopefully it works. If I say the company Tricell, no, I don't recognize that. I am intrigued, though. Like a 3-celled organism, Tricell? Or like Tercel, like the Toyota. I'll keep cleaning while I wait for your clarification. By the way, today we're doing another review video. Tricell and in 3-cell. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I just noticed something. Maybe the multimeter may not fit up here. I think I'll stack it vertically. I think we're going to be good. Oh yeah, remind me. Oh, it's a reference. Oh, I never played Resident Evil. See, I didn't have a PlayStation. I had a 64. Although the 64 did have Resident Evil, I guess. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, do not let me start filming until we do a microphone test, because we need to use these mics here, new ones. So we just need to make sure. I did do a quick test, but I didn't do a full test. I'm not filming another freaking review video where I had to go through like 18 layers of audio processing to make it sound okay, but it still doesn't sound great. Let's see, that up there. One of the companies was called Tricell, envious because there's a company nearby called Tricell. After REM nervous driving past it. That's funny. In case people don't know, I think Resident Evil, there's a virus that gets loose and turns everyone into zombies. Very much Walking Dead style, I think. Also, Project Zomboid is another, it's a video game that runs that concept as well, I believe. I believe it's the exact same concept. You should try gaming. It's not as passive as watching TV or YouTube in your case. There's some nice, there's games that you can run on basically any system. Like for example, Roller Coaster Tycoon. You could probably run on whatever system you have. The first one, and probably the second one. The third one, no. The third one is so lame. The third one is 64-bit, but the amount of space you have to work with on a park is huge, and it is more. It's more than you're able to build because of the limitations of being 32-bit. So if you try to build a park that's too big, your game crashes. I'd really love a 64-bit re-release of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I love that game. I think it's better than all the other roller coaster tycoons. Not as far as like charm is concerned, but as far as like modern features. And we are not getting a roller coaster tycoon game that's any good anymore. I mean, Frontier pooped the bag, pooped the bed, whatever. So it's not happening. It is not happening. Definitely not. I'm seriously bad at playing games. I do play GTA San Andreas. Okay, do you play San Andreas on console? Because GTA on console is way more difficult than using PC controls. Way more difficult. Like way more difficult. Should probably put these back in the fish finder before I lose them. I need to take this apart and clean it though. Wow, okay, so you can't say you suck at games and you're able to play Grand Theft Auto on consoles. Because I do know it has auto aiming and aim assist, like stuff like that, but it's not easy to play, especially for like a quote unquote non-gamer. It's not easy to play with the with controller. Controller controls are a lot worse than mouse and keyboard controls. So I am hereby revoking your non-gamer status. You are now a gamer. First gen Xbox, PS2, and 64 PSP. PSP around here was a rich person's console. It was quite expensive for what it was. It also wasn't super successful. They're really hard to find a good quality PSP now. That's put away. You know, it's funny. I have a sim rig, essentially a car seat with a steering wheel and pedals, but the car seat is actually from a car, and I got it for free. I like the idea of the PSP, overpriced piece of kit. Yeah, it is. So, anyways. Every once in a while, I realize that, I have this car seat, and I realize that I still haven't taken the side impact airbag out of it. So I have a loaded airbag next to me all times down here. Pretty funny. Yes. Send heads are way overpriced. So I've got this thing. This is oh, hello, that's me. This is a Powkitty X55. I've been playing this quite a bit. Not super recently, but in the last couple weeks. It's actually quite a nice little system. It's based on a Rock Chip RK something. got a battery inside, but I mean, it's the same concept as a PSP essentially. Works really well. I do wish I would have spent a little bit more money. This was $100 Canadian. So what's that, like 10 British pounds or something? I wish I would have spent a little bit more money on something a little bit more powerful for games like Nintendo DS, which is hard to emulate. It's not great. Like it's a little bit stuttery. Nintendo 64, a little bit stuttery. Apparently you can mess with the settings and get Nintendo 64 to work perfectly. But it does do PlayStation 1 really well. So that's good. SNK Neo Geo Pocket Color. Trash the Game Gear and Game Boy in power and ability. You know what's funny? So the Neo Geo, I keep seeing it, like because I'm into retro stuff. But when I was a kid, I've never even heard of it. Everyone, excuse me, everyone heard of the Game Gear and the Game Boy and all the thousands of Game Boy variants there were. Nobody in my circles have ever heard of a Neo Geo. Never. Like it was not even a, yeah. It was rare as gold and was the first true arcade handheld. I mean, I believe you. I have a Neo Geo emulator, but I've never played it. Actually, the X55 I just showed can do Neo Geo. Okay, so we're not ready yet. We're going to do a few camera audio tests. Let me get the camera. I haven't, I basically tested the mics, but nothing more. I didn't like set it up. I feel like I want to turn the audio gain down on this and the audio gain up on the mic, because the preamp in here is pretty shit. Primary machine built for arcades. Yeah, so anyways, so when I was a kid, no one had ever heard of the Neo Geo. None of my friends, none of my friends' friends. It was a nothing burger to us. But it's weird that it has such a popularity now in the retro console scene, but I've never even heard of it. You know what I mean? All right, so we have a mic port right there. Whoop. And this is the receiver. So receiver is set to mono. It's cool. It even tells you that the there we go. It tells you that the two mics are charging. See those two batteries, left and right? So that goes in here. So you open that little flap, pop this in, and it fits right there. Such a well thought of design, because the hot shoe mount, so that where you put the flash, this clip that you can clip onto your shirt is the exact width to fit in there. Run out of beer. Uh-oh. Hey, there's a few lurkers in here. Hello, lurkers. Oh yeah, and this is an oversight too. You can't put the dead cat on these mics and have it and put it back in the box. It's separate. So that's going to be a little sucky, but I think on my beam up top here, I think that's where I'm going to put all the equipment. All right, so let's see. We do need that. Here's some charging cables. Here's the adapters to plug the receiver here into USB. Not using USB in this case. And dropped my dead cat. So the dead cat has a bayonet mount. So it's just a little bayonet. So I don't like the fact that you have to remove it all the time because it's kind of like a fragile operation to get in there. Like this, and then give it a twist to lock it. So there's the dead cat. And you can see, maybe you can't see, but there it is. It does a fairly good job of noise rejection. Oh, there we go. All right. So I need to check the manual too, because there's a way to make this record on device as well. But this is the out port. I'm going to plug that in. I'm going to plug that into here. Like so. And then, yeah, I want to set the gain. All right, so microphone sensitivity. Hello. So sensitivity is kind of down already. Manual. I'm going to drop it down some more. Hello. Okay, it's low now. See? Hello. Oh, wait. I don't have the mic attached to me. We need to do this with the mic attached. So on the microphone portion, this again is the same width as that hot shoe, but then there's this piece of metal because I think there's magnets in here. Yeah, there's a big honkin' magnet in there. And then you just attach this to your shirt. Sorry, you guys are gonna get a little bit of mic sound there. All right, so let's see now. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's bring the volume up here, which I think is this one. Hello. Well, oh, that's not too bad. Maybe go up one more notch. No, I think that's good. That's good. So menu, sensitivity, manual. Put it to like 5. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Attenuator, disable, wide frequency response, headphone volume doesn't matter. Okay, so let's switch this to video live view. There we go. And we're going to set this to manual mode. Oops, this way. Manual mode. You miss your old cat, Bella. Too old and knackered to look after a cat now, so I'm making a robotic one. There we go. All right, so here goes. Should be recording in mono mode. This is just a test. Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2. Make sure this is good. All right, so let's go and check what that sounds like on the compooper. I'll probably have to wear my headphones for this to make sure it sounds good. All right, give me a second here. All right, let me, oh, shoot. I can't believe I just ripped the SD card out having this freaking camera on. Idiot. All right, let me put my headphones on. And then I'll let you hear the audio as well. Might just go extract it into Audacity as well. All right. Welcome to my dirty desk. Oh. I mean, it sounds good, right? Let's just be 100% though. Okay, so here it is in Audacity. So if I grab this, first of all, is there noise here? Very little. Didn't hear anything. Huh? But I put desktop audio through. That should go here. Nothing? Okay, that's weird. Okay, hang on. I think I got you now. Oops. This is just a test. Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2. Make sure this is good. That may have been way too loud. Sorry. Blasted you guys. There we go. This is just a test. Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2. Make sure this is good. Okay, and now I'm gonna just see, I'm gonna run a denoising algorithm. Noise, I do this like all the time, so I should know exactly where it is. Effect, reduction, okay. This is just a test. Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2. Make sure this is good. Okay, now put a podcast filter over it. EQ, graphic EQ, apply this. This is just a test. Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2. Make sure this is good. It's not very bassy though. It lost a lot of bass. Let's put it through the podcast ringer one more time. This is just a test. Test, test, test. Too much bass now. Testing 1, 2. Make sure this is good. Make sure this is good. Still a lot of noise though. Whatever. It is what it is. If I do the noise removal before the compressor, I should be good. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we should be good to go. Yeah, too much treble. That's okay. I'll find a nice EQ setting for when I do the video. But for the moment, the point is it works, which is good. It's always a good sign. Okay. So that works. So it's at 3 bars on here and number 5 on the camera. So that's good. Look at me. I'm like professional now. This was like 110 bucks. It wasn't cheap. Not super expensive though. The Rode the Rode mic is like 400 or 500, and that's the one that all the YouTubers use. No, noise removal first. You basically want, because the noise removal destroys the most fidelity, you want to do that before you start picking everything back up. Because if you start distorting your noise, your sound, and then try to pick it back up, it's not going to be good. We're going to need one of these before we continue, though. So, okay, I'm going to put this in the microwave. Pop this onto a base. So here, come with me, because I'm going to need my camera on a tripod, because we have to shoot forward to do the multimeter review. All right, heading back down. Okay, so get my tripod plate. Don't get the two mixed up. Coffee on the oh, yeah. There we go, that should be just about straight. All right, and I do need to clean some area by my feet, because the tripod has to occupy the space that I need. I also have a lot of fishing gear around here. Should really have put that away, but when do I put anything away? That is the question. There we go. In the middle of the space. Also, I guess I should clear a path and actually go get the multimeter. That might be useful. Oh God, I need to be wildly more successful than I am so I can afford a bigger spot, because everything is encroaching. Guess I'm gonna need the leads too. That might be important. Oh. So this thing is heavy, but not nearly as heavy as the power supply. Get out there. There we go. And the test leads. Beautiful quality stuff. No, definitely never enough room. We've been making it work, since we moved here, but eventually, you think that you buy a house and you expect to be here a couple years and whatever, but then the world falls into a frickin' chaotic nightmare, and then you realize you're probably stuck here for the rest of your life in your starter home. That wasn't supposed to be the plan, but I think it just is what it is. Like, we were fortunate enough to get a house in the first place when we were both working full time. But yeah, those days are gone. We'd have to like for me, YouTube would have to pick up quite a bit, or my boss would have to get his company bought out, and you know, he'd make a generous for a lot of money, and he'd make a generous gift to his only employee. Or YouTube pick up like crazy, and for Vero, her YouTube would have to pick up like crazy, or her programming work. Gonna go get my coffee now. Programming work would have to increase scalably, because you can't just trade hours for money. Not at this rate. So it is what it is. Putting the sweetener in. This isn't smell-o-vision, but if it was, it would smell really good. And then the creamer. Today is International Delight Caramel Waffle Cookie. Coming back down. Okay, back. Growing up, we had 20 homes in 17 years. Happy to have lived here for the past 22. Yeah, I mean, that's perspective for sure. Had 5 growing up and now spent 40 years in the same house. I mean, I'm not judging anyone's situations. It's just we bought a house hoping to be in here for a couple of years, and then we were in here for, well, we bought in 2012, so that's 12 years now. So yeah, it just, you know, life just changes. Life doesn't always follow the prescribed path, you know? Let's see. I got you're already on my screen. Been in my place for 7. I have no plans to move. The other thing, I have to be careful what I say because I have to be neighborly, but we have cat infestation. The neighbors 30K short of owning my first home. Oh wow, rats. We are way further than that. We had to, with the rate hike, when we had to renegotiate our mortgage, they had to add more years onto our mortgage. So yeah, it's not looking great. What did I, oh yeah, looking for the manual. Let's see, what do we have? It's Multimeter. So which one is this? 8805E, yeah. So 200,000 counts. Is that it? Yeah, 200,000 counts. This one looks crazy. So I have a 5.5 digit. It's this one. By the way, I emailed Unity, sent them a power supply video, and they do not. They didn't answer. So hopefully I didn't destroy my, you know, reputation with them, but probably did. Let's be honest. Documentation, user manual. There we go. good landlords who don't bother me. Do repairs when needed. That's good. Well, that's good. We're yeah. So anyways, so we're in a small house, and we're very close to our neighbors, like physically. And the neighbors on both sides are like smoking all the time, so we can't use our backyard because it smells like cigarettes all the time. Neighbors' cats come and dig in our yard, and we used to have a garden, but the cats would always go and shit there. So it's not great. And the way the house is designed, it's horrible. The front entrance, you open the front door and you leave your shoes there, but you have to pass by there to get to the stairs to go upstairs, so you can't really walk barefoot in the house. It's not great. It's not great. You know? And I know I am complaining, but like I'm happy we did buy when we did. Because or else we would probably be homeless, because rent here has increased so much that it is untenable. Yeah, Curtis, I can't live in the country. It's too far. Actually, I'll tell you, I used to, let me just hold on. UT8805E. I'm just taking notes here. 8805E. So I used to be walking distance from my work at all times. It got a little bit longer, so you know it was a little bit of a more unreasonable walk. But if I had to, I could. And since I got my job with my new boss, I've been driving so much, it's insane. And so I guess now I could probably live in the country, but now that we can't afford to move, that's you know. So anyways, 200,000 counts. Measuring speed. I don't think I care about the measuring speed. It's got dual display. Emblem is a bit out of the city, but if you look at the prices, Emblem is basically the same price as living in the city. You do get a little bit more space, but not a lot. And what you trade for that is your commute. So essentially, you get sort of like 25% more land, if that, because now there's a lot of like, you know, townhomes, and you trade, you know, a 40-minute drive in the morning. They're terraced back-to-back houses. We all get on, and it's out of the way. Oh, that's good. All right, so let's go 200. Wait, what? It only reads down to 200 millivolts? Does that make any sense? Can it only read? Well, we're about to find out. Reboot. Because I have my Unity power supply now. We are going to test that claim, Unity. I kind of have my doubts though. I don't think it's that low. Or that I think it can be lower than that. Oh, whoops. Got to put you back on the screen. Webcam. Okay, so let's set the voltage to, let's go 0.005. So 5 millivolts. And turn it on. What do we got? Ooh. So interestingly, the power supply is reading 3 millivolts, even though I set it to 5. But this looks like it's reading properly to that. Let's go 6 millivolts, 7. So now my display says 6 millivolts, and this shows 5.3. This is 8 millivolts. My display says 7. This is 6 point something. Let's go 10 millivolts. So display is showing 8. And this is 8.6, 8 and 9. That's interesting. Let's go like 0.05, 50 millivolts. So my display says 49 and this one says 48.8. So I think it's pretty accurate. Ranch style house with lots of space. I barely use half of it. Nice, can I rent the other half? Can I move my YouTube studio? You're a bit far from me, but... So essentially at the 50 millivolt range, it starts looking a little bit better. Let's put it to 200 millivolts. So that shows 199 on the display here, and that's 199.494. This thing has a hell of a fan. Can you guys see that well? Yeah, you can. So I'm just going to creep it up to 201 millivolts. Now it shows 201 on the UDP3305S, and that shows 200.58. So yeah, if you round it, that is pretty cool. Let's go voltage, 5 volts. Oh, look at that. Look at all the digits. It's 3 microvolts, or is that 30 microvolts? Or 300 microvolts. It's 0.3 millivolts. Okay, let's go voltage, 10 volts. Look at that. It's 1.1 millivolts off. 1.1, 1.2. By the way, I've been using the mic this whole time, and the battery level hasn't gone down, which is nice. Okay, let's go 25 volts. 4 millivolts off. Such a small percentage. Let's put this in series. Move this over there. And we'll put it to the limit voltage. 66 volts. And give her 65.998. Love this thing. Look at that. It hasn't even warmed up or anything yet, right? So that is nice. 65.999. The Unity is displaying, or the UDP 3305S is displaying 66.004. This says 66 on the dot now. That is nuts. Turn that off series. Put that on like that. Cool. Let's try 3.3 common microcontroller voltage. On. 3.2999. I love it. Look how pretty that is. Also, is there a menu? History, no. Range, speed, utility, save, period, I. I don't see a menu. Help, utility, maybe utility? So shift, dual. System. Okay, 100% brightness. Format none, done. Let's upgrade. It's like software upgrade. How do I get back? Return. And then if I shift utility again. Utility, nope. There we go. It's gone. Yeah, it's a pretty big display. It's fairly good. Just look at that though. That's crazy. Let's see if we can put this into current mode. Oh, we have to shift to go to current. Oh, that's weird. I don't know if I like that. But let's see here. So here we should be, that's milliamp. We don't want that. Current is down here. Yeah, I couldn't see it from my angle. So here, current, and here. So this is in constant current right now at 2 amps. But that is not showing anything. Range is on auto. Put medium speed. Huh. That's interesting. Is it on 4-wire? No. It's range. Why am I on microamp? All these options are like milliamp and microamp. So auto. But I'm in the amp slot. Right. So volts, and then shift for I. I is intensity for current. Right? I don't understand. There might not be enough burden voltage. Maybe, but like I should be able to. There's 1/3 of a watt going through this. Probably not a good idea. That's interesting. How come I can't read current? So that is the current. And it says it's 10 amp fused between these two. And like this is current, this is there's a battery symbol and I. Well, the power supply is shorted through the shunt, but it was at 2 amps of constant current. The display was showing 2 amps of constant current. Like it was shorted but purposely. because there's no other options here. It's DC volts and then shift to DC current. There's AC volts and then shift to AC current. There's two-wire resistance, shift to 4-wire resistance. There's hertz and shift to period. There is continuity, shift to diode, and there's capacitor and shift to temperature. And then that's it. So let's go look in the manual. There's got to be like measuring current. Give me a second. Send you to the naughty chair for a second while I check my Discord notification. Oh. There's a new, someone posted a new video. Yeah, I should see. Well, you know what? Here, let's sanity check. Right? We'll do a sanity check. So like so. So that's on current, DC current, so 10 amps. We'll turn on after. Like that. And then that shows 2 amps. So if that works, this to this. Is the fuse blown? Because that's not working at all. Is it possible that the power supply spiked in volts or spiked in current before it regulated? I don't see a fuse. There's only a small fuse. I only have 250 milliamps, so it's this fuse. Okay, that says milliamp, and that says amp, so it has to be this one. Oh, milliamp, microamp, milliamp. Oh, terminal 10 amp. Oh, that is weird. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Turn on. Well, there we go. So, wow, that's a lot of digits. This is it in the microamps. Wow. All right, hold on. Let me turn down the current limit. Current. Just gonna turn it down a little bit. Actually, you know what? Current 1.5, enter. Okay. So, that's weird. You have to grab the terminal and switch it between the 200 milliamp and the 10 amp. It could. The ADC could be sensitive enough to pick up noise. You know what I mean? So this is displaying right now 1.500 amps, and this says 1.496 with the next digit 5. So that was weird, where you had to go terminal. So that's the milliamp, terminal 10 amps. So if I go volts, okay, and then I go, I can change the speed, medium. Maybe I'll just leave it as slow. Okay, so if I go current, shift current, so you have to pick the terminal, which one you're going to. I like that less. Still cool though. It's a cool device, but I think the interface is not quite as usable. But what's funny is it's not set up the same as, like, let's say this one. Let's turn this on. On, I said. So, oh, you guys can't see. Hang on. Okay, so look at the differences here. So this one has DC, so DC volts and then shift to DC amps, and AC volts shift to AC amps, current, whatever, you know what I mean. But this one has volts, DC, and then you press again and then you have AC. And same thing for current. You have current DC, and then shift again for current AC. I'm afraid to say it, but I think I like this setup better than this. I don't want to do, oh yeah, let me check current, shift that. Right? I would rather go to check current, do this. You know what I mean? Like this. Or no, just current, yeah. If you're in DC, you'll just go, you know, back and forth, one button press all the time. Whereas this, you're going from AC to DC to AC to DC. Right, if I put here, there's your VDC and there's your VAC. Yeah, same. Not super keen on implementation. It's interesting though, the choices they made. I do like 4-wire resistance checking. That's really cool. This is, by the way, this is the noise of the power supply unloaded. Not a lot. Bit strange, you know? Really a bit strange. Also, is there no waveform? No waveform. Let's check the frequency of the noise. No discernible frequency. Math, stat, limit, relativity. I don't think there's a waveform display. Oh, and it's only Cat 2. That is interesting. Cannot check hybrid automotive batteries. Okay, Cat 2, 300 volts. Also can't. I wonder what's the maximum voltage. It says 1,000 volts. It's 1,000 volts DC, but it's only Cat 2 to 300 volts. That is interesting. So I'll have to explain the little bit funky stuff. So let's go 1,000 volts DC and 750 volts AC, 10 amps DC and AC. Well, the thing is, your cheap multimeter may be Cat 3. This is definitely Cat 2. You know what I mean? Measures up to 100 mega ohmers. In 2-wire and 4-wire. Yeah, so one thing you have to give Unity is that this is for sure Cat 2. Up to, well, isn't 2,000 microfarads just 2 millifarads? UF to MF. I hate capacitor values. Okay, 1, 2. Let me type. Yeah, it's 2 millifarads. 2 millifarads up to 1 megahertz. Continue diode test. I mean, come on. If it doesn't come with that, it's no good. Temperature measurement with built-in thermocouple cold junction compensation. It's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Histogram, okay, histogram, trend chart, and bar chart. Interesting. History data. One gig NAND flash storage. On board. Oh, you have their SIGGEN. Which one? The UTG, the small one? And PC control software. Oh, nice. You can click through their manual. That's going to be awesome. Is there specs? Anyways, I'm going to have to run to the washroom. I don't have my be right back sign, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. I will be right back. And I'm back. Good time zone, everyone. Yep, I wasn't there. Okay, what are we? Small one. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. YouTube is freaking out because I wasn't sending audio over. Whatever. It's all good. All right, let's see. Doing Unity again. Yep, multimeter this time. Rigol 1 looks kind of similar. It's got an awkward amp system though, yeah. Lots of button pressing. I have the DS1054Z Rigol. And what I will say is it's definitely dated. It's definitely showing its age. The interface speed is slow. I don't really like that part, but otherwise it's pretty good. Okay, so what do we do? I guess we just turn this off. Oh, maybe I should turn off the power supply. Power supply is now off. Maybe I'll just take the freaking wires right out. Oh, timber. Oh yeah, so I was looking for, I need to know what the specs are. Let's see. So, do you see specs here? Display, practical cases, measurement guide, contacts. No specs. Increase range, disable auto range, decrease range. Reading speed. Okay, wait. So this says 2.5 readings per second and 10 readings per second are corresponding to 5.5 bits reading resolution. And then 5K readings per second is corresponding to 5.5 bits reading resolution. That's weird. But diode in continuity is 4.5. That's fine. Medium speed. Capacitance 3.5. Weird. Okay, so DC. Yeah. What? Oh, exceed range. Not exceed. It's not 20%, whatever. Oh, what? You have a... Is that what I have? A Hitachi? Your CRT scope? Yeah, me too. What Hitachi do you have? I have the V212. Relative reading speed, historical data. Okay, let's see what this says. Press shift and volt. Yeah. Select proper range. Doesn't say that you have to change the terminal. There's the terminal right there. But it doesn't say you have to change it. The 1054Z. Wonder what it costs these days. 1054Z. Oh, isn't it Rigel? It's still around the same price what I paid. Around $500 dues. It's kind of expensive. Hey, you have a V212 as well? That's crazy. We both have V212s. I got mine for 40 bucks off a used market. Like Craigslist, but in Canada we use Kijiji. Okay, so this doesn't... Where are the specs? This is a features. They don't say anything about specs. Oh, you can have the bar chart. Oh, display bar chart. Ah, that's cool. Trend chart. Oh, there is a trend chart. Okay, hang on, let me see. Okay, VDC. Display. Display. This. Hang on. Trend chart. Select trend to enable trend chart display format. Trend. No, no. Preset, hold, save, period. Give me a moment here. Three kinds of display format. User can check the measured data by number. Oh, math. You need to hit math? I hate math. All right, let's try math. Math. Display. Trend. Okay. Let's plug in some stuff. Let's see what we got. By the way, I made these cables pretty much the exact right length. That's good. On. On. Oh. Oh, it rescaled. Okay. Let's go voltage. Ta-da! There we go. There it is right there. You see the change. More upper. 15 volts. There we go. Now crash it down to 0. What is going on? What did it invert? Did it pick that up? Yeah, sorta. Oh, why is that in millivolts? Oh, the scale is wrong. Scale. There. Up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just messing with the voltage. It's not super fast. Okay. Done. No more math. Just back to there. Math. Oh yeah, wait, you got to display. And then let's go bar. There we go. So let's see if the bar reads faster. Nope. Okay, hang on. Go back to here. Speed. Fast. Now let's see if the bar moves fast. I mean, pretty fast. The poor Unity power supply trying to keep up. Johnny is a posh rich kid. Don't describe me as posh though. eBay is great. Yeah. Buy all the toys off eBay. So, I mean, I don't know if that... Maybe if I had a changing signal, it'd look a little bit better. Let's go back to math. Display. Back to number. I still can't believe how many freaking digits we have to work with here. It's pretty insane. What's the boot up time? Let's turn this off. Ready and go. That's not bad. Quite usable. Turn off the power supply again. Power supply is nice because it's heavy. It doesn't move when I pull the leads out. There we go. Okay. Back to this. Okay, so we're still looking for specs, by the way. Maybe it's another thing, documentation. Oh, data sheet. That probably has the specs. Okay. Ooh, it has 90-day accuracy and 1 year accuracy. So percent reading and percent range. How am I going to explain this? Can you just put that in English, please? Thanks. Thanks. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to pick one range and explain that and then direct people to this document because it is ridiculously detailed. This is way too detailed. So DC voltage, let's say at the 20 volt range, for an example. the accuracy is plus minus. Yeah, definitely. By the way, remind me to give you guys a link to the power supply video, which Unity has not responded to my email yet. So I think they're mad. I think I burned that bridge, guys. Whatever. 0.008% of reading plus 0.004% of the range. That's a weird way to express that. And that's over 90 days. But over 1 year, it is 0.01% of reading plus 0.004% of the range. I don't quite understand that. I don't know if that means 0.004% of 20. So 20 times wait. What would be, how do you, so let's go 20 plus, oops, 20, okay, go away, 20 plus 0.004%. So that's like dick all. It's like super accurate. Look how long you took to make the video. Yeah, we've been here for an hour and a half. So yeah, this is like at 20 volts, it seems to be like a 8-count variant. It's like dick all. And there's a very slight temperature coefficient as well. The thing is too, it comes with I'm just checking my mic batteries. Uh-oh, mic battery went down a very, very little bit. If I can find the box it came in, I kept all the stuff. Benchtop multimeter. So it also comes with a traceable circuit certificate of calibration. Oh, you guys aren't even on the screen. Webcam. There we go. So this was calibrated in I don't know what format this date is in. Either this was January 10th, 2023 or October 1st, 2023. Probably October 1st, 2023. And here is the calibration certificate. Let's see. Okay, definitely the first one is the month. So 2023, so January 10th, 2023. And here's my serial number. And then, all right, so it was calibrated on a Fluke 5520, a Fluke 5522, and F120. I don't know what that is. DDS and F120, but all. This is the proof. This is traceable. So pretty neat. Yeah, UT8805. All right, so, oh yeah, I need to check the box too for all the other accessories that came with it. I think I kept it all together. Oh yeah, there's a bag. The power supply came with very few accessories, like none. But this one seemed to have come with a couple things. So let's take a look what was in there. Let's test everything before we get going with the video. So printer cable, some documentation, I don't know what this means. Oh, and here, this is the actual test results, it seems. Okay. Safety working criterion, whatever that means. And one of their download guides. Comes with these alligator clips, I'm assuming. It's impressive that they show what equipment was used for calibration. Yeah, I think they have to. So these two little alligator clips, probably for help with the 4-wire measurement. Can't really do a 4-wire measurement if you only have 2 wires. It comes with one of these D9. Is that what that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the D9 connectors for the serial. You miss your ex-girlfriend Cheryl. Well, I think you've been drinking, Mr. Franco. Unless those messages are from another time. Okay, so temp and com. So where is the temp? Do you see temp? Where is the temp on here? Oh, here. Shift there. OL. Okay. Does it go in the voltage? Does it go there? Nope. Does it go in the milliamp? No. Does it go in the amp? No. Does it go this way? Nope. This way? Nope. I mean, eventually I'll have tried everything. Better look in the manual. Oh, God. Okay. Temperature. I feel like I had it there. D9 is really an E9. Well, I'm not going to change it because people are going to freak out in the comments. Probe setting. Okay, let's just go there. It says OL. Oh, thermocouple. Aha! So in here it is 22.69. Nice. You just heat it up. Oh yeah, very nice. So my fingers are 28.7, 0.8. I don't know if this, oh no, it's a K-type. K-type. There we go. So, if Vero was here, she could go and pinch this, and you'd see that her finger temperature is lower than ambient, which is like insane. It's like really weird. You look at her with a thermal camera and her hands are like black. Okay, so that works. That's it. And then the leads are these guys with the straight ends. There we go. So I guess pretty soon we're ready to go. The mic receiver's battery is 1 notch down from full. So we should probably get going. What side is the fan? Gonna have to check that out. Same as this. These guys put back in their bag. And these leads, all this stuff. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to film. Let's set up the camera. Ugh. Gonna zoom in a little bit. Should be good there. We already tested the mic. All right, should be good. Turn this off. That fan is very, very loud. Let me see if I can find where it is. It's on this side. This side's just an output. Yeah. All right, I'll reframe. And then focus. There we go. All right, I'm ready. Are you guys ready to rumble? Vero's good. She has a massive poison ivy rash because she always gets attacked by poison ivy when she goes and does yard work. But that's Vero. All right, so here goes. Actually, I'm going to kick my toolbox to the side a little bit so I have more space to stand. And I need my notes. And I need my... I'll just shoot a quick intro and we'll see how it goes. How's battery on the camera? It's all right. Not great, not terrible. We can actually set my other batteries to charge so that we're good to go when the battery poops on us. All right, quiet on set. Today we're looking at the Unity UT8805E that was sent to me by Unity to take a look at. No money has exchanged hands and I'm free to say whatever I want about it. This is a digital multimeter with 5.5 digits, 200,000 counts. This thing is absolute nuts for the home gamer, and actually it comes at a reasonable price for what it is. As with a lot of the Unity gear that is more aimed for the pro market, it comes with a certificate of calibration, which is traceable with the calibration of all the devices used to test it. And I'm going to rattle off some specs on this thing, but really it's something that you have to go take a look at yourself. So the link will be in the description. So it's 200,000 counts. It has dual display modes. It can go up to 1,000 volts DC, 750 volts AC, 10 amps AC and DC, up to 10 meg ohms in 2-wire or 4-wire mode, up to 2 millifarads of capacitance testing, 1 megahertz of frequency testing. It's got historical data, 1 gig of NAND onboard stuff. It has control software for your PC to control it with. This thing is just absolutely insane. I typically go over what the precision of these things are, but I think in this case, I'm just going to link you to their website where they have the full specs because it's pretty intense. Not only do they provide a just sort of like baseline accuracy, but they also tell you what the 90-day accuracy is after being calibrated and the 1-year accuracy is. Also a temperature deviation accuracy. Just to give you an example, in the 20 volt range, it is plus or minus at the 90-day range, plus or minus 0.008% of the reading plus 0.004% of the range. And for the 1-year rating, it's 0.01% of the reading plus 0.004% of the range. So I'll let you go check that out yourself, link in the description. For now, let's just have a play. There we go, that should be good. All right, so I got that out of the way. Let's do the included accessories first. Where's the leads? The test leads that come with this are these Unity branded 16 amp capable test leads. They have the straight ends on them to go right out of the front panel here. They are silicone wire, very, very bendy, but yet if they can take 16 amps, they're a little bit stronger, a little bit thicker than most multimeter leads. They also have the red security caps. I can't remember if they have the extra cat protection caps on them because I did an unboxing video and I tend to tear those right off. So I'm not sure if they're included, but there's definitely a groove that you can see here to, to install some if you really need them, but I take them right off. The device itself is rated Cat 2, 300 volts, and it being Unity, you can trust that this is accurate. The rest of the accessories you get with it, you get these little croc clip leads, very likely to do the 4-wire current sense stuff. You can't have a 4-wire measurement without 4 wires. You get one of these printer cables. You got one of these K-type thermocouples. You get a D9 connector or wire cable. You also get a little bit of their stuff in here. You get the documents download guide thing. You get safety certification. And you get the results of the calibration test. I don't read Chinese, so I'm not quite sure, but you can see DCV, ACV, DCI, ACI, and resistance. And then you've got the specs and then the pass-fail over on the side, as well as some extra documentation here. I'm not quite sure what this means, but you get it. There we go. Should be good for right now. I'm going to put all this back in the bag. I don't want to lose it. Are the tips small enough to go the holes on a breadboard and reach the contact? Not sure. I'll check. Bearded Tinker made a video of your group. Nice. I'll have to put that to my watch later list. Where's my calibration cert? Grab all this. For the frickin' power supply, I found my certification, but it fell and I piled some stuff on top of it, so it looks like ass in the video. So I put it small and not for very long. Okay, so now what I need to do is power up the Kaiweets precision tester. So now the camera is set up here, right there, and now I can't reach my tester. Between the camera and you guys, everything's in my way. My tester is so far away. See if I can sneak around here. Ugh, it's not good. Squeezing. Squeezing. Oh my god, I'm too fat. I don't fit. Ugh. Ugh. Come on. Oh. Ugh. There we go. Squeezing, trying to get back. Oh no, I'm caught on the corner of the desk. Making YouTube videos is kind of weird when, I can't be in the correct position I have to work around you guys. Okay, so let's get the Kaiweets tester powered up. So I'm going to use the linear power supply. And that will come down this way, and then I need some crocodile clips. Spent hundreds of hours on that project, mostly to learn all the stuff needed to reach the goal. Really glad you stuck to it, you know? I don't do shit that's valuable. Alright, so this, what's the negative? Actually, that's not true. I'm very proud of my DRV video, and it got fewer views than my LTT screwdriver video. But that's okay. It is what it is, man. Voltage, is it 12 volts that this is the input? Yeah, maximum 10, so it must be. There's the positivo. Grab the positive. And let's let this warm up for a moment. On. There we go. That's good. Had to start reverse engineering the device. Fancy. So we're going to give this 5 minutes. I'm going to turn off live view so my battery doesn't die. Oh yeah, we should hook up the leads as well. Let's just give it a quick test right now because you guys are watching. We'll give it a quick test to see if we can get an early answer to how accurate this is. We did this on the unboxing as well, but you know. Positive, negative, like so, and like so. That's not looking good. This is set to 10 volts at the moment. Oh, there we go. So that's 10 volts on my reference. Holy crap. That is bang on. So that's 10 volts. Probably have to cut me moving these jumpers around. That's 7.5 volts there. So it's off by 1.5 millivolts. There's the 5 volts. Off by, is it 2 microvolts or is that 200 microvolts? Yeah, it is ridiculously accurate. All right, you ready? 2.5 volts. That's the least accurate that we got. This is 2.4984. So like 16, 17, 1.6, 1.7 millivolts. Very close. 2 microvolts. Okay. So this would be 17 microvolts off. But there is an accuracy spec, right? So who knows if we're within it or not. I'll let this warm up a little bit too. What's the temp in here? Temperature is 20 C, 63% humidity. So we're gonna give it like 2-3 more minutes, and then we're gonna get going. It's so close, the comments care. The comments, I don't know, the comments have been brutal lately. Basically, I had to tell Okurka, he comments on a lot of electronics videos, but I had to tell him to just move on. Because he was starting to call me clumsy and all sorts of things like that. So I told him to move on. You've probably seen him in other electronics channels. His avatar is a pickle. It does always look worse when it's low, because you don't get the zeros in the front. You know what I also didn't do? I didn't get a guest for this podcast upcoming. I've been horrible at that. It's so much work to do all these videos and to get the podcast going all the time. Notice that about the comments. You get harsh for no reason. Yeah, that's the world we live in. But yeah, look at that. It's so close. Let's see if I can change to 10 meg. It doesn't make a difference. Auto and 10 meg input resistance. See what it looks like in camera. It looks horrible. Okay, so I have to set it like this probably. Two more. Oh, nice. Very nice. I'll have to send you a steak and kidney pie for your efforts. I would just ban him from making comments. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's tough because I don't have a lot of engagement to start with. I don't have a lot of comments to engage with. So, like, Franco will comment on every single video, for example, but, I mean, some videos have, like, a lot of views and no comments. You know, like, here, let's go take a look. Oh. All right. What's what are we? What are we? Oh yeah. / simple electronics. Did not get any yeses. Yeah, that's fine. Look at that, 1 million views. All right, so videos, latest. All right, so 1.3K views. So 1,300 views, which is a lot for me. Especially for like such a specialized video. So there is Franco. Then I get Jestro Hobby Tech. He is a member. Then I got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comments on 1,300 views. Then the LTT screwdriver video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on double the views, more than double the views. And then, this is the bad one here. So like here, can you explain what the added value of the ratcheting part of the screwdriver is? Can't you do the exact same thing with non-ratcheting? I was like, one hand operation is a big one in my trade. Can be done without it, but a lot easier. So can be done without it. See, acknowledging, but a lot easier with it. And then he starts calling me clumsy. And I tell him, well, you don't really get to call me clumsy unless you remove modules from under a dash while hanging upside down, supporting yourself with one hand by the steering wheel. Common position for mechanics. If this driver isn't for you, it isn't for you. Move on, please. And then he says, didn't ask you the question. And here we go. Again, good luck with your huge channel. So he's saying I'm a small YouTuber, right? And then don't mind dissenting voices, draw the line of slinging insults. And then he says, what insults? Like, are you being obtuse or what? Like, this guy explained it to him. So, yeah, that's it is what it is. And here, look, people nitpick anything. So if I praise it, I get shat on. If I say anything wrong with it, I get shat on. But yeah, it's just trash. Like even this I thought was going to do way better than that. 1,000 views. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is actually pretty good. Oh, this is this is all one guy. Like this one, 1,000 views, which is pretty good. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't really generate a lot of comments. About Okurka, he's all over the place. You'll see him in Dave Jones's live streams, Clive's live streams, those comment sections as well. He also comments on Pile of Stuff and another maker. If he's not, I don't know if he's banned from those, but I mean, pretty much gonna ban him. But like here, like the podcast, it gets a lot more audio listens than video views. This one I got pretty decent engagement, but you see it's from another maker, Franco and B-Dubs, and one more person. So, you know, it just is what it is. Spotify for podcasters. Just logging in and seeing what my analytics are. Weekly all time. Yeah, podcast has been doing okay, but not phenomenal. Unreliable guitarist. He was supposed to come by, but phoned and said he couldn't make it. You banned Okurka from the Little Platoons channel? Yeah, but Johnny, you don't put any effort into your into your channel. It's different. It's not we're not talking about the same stuff. Also, I can see that Unity doesn't have their high-end stuff here in Canada yet. Oh well. I don't even know what the Little Platoons is. Also, Franco, are you a mod? What? Oh, it's a oh, I see. It's talking about sci-fi stuff. That makes sense. But Franco, are you a mod in that lady who tries on sheer shirts' channel? Because I feel like you would have tried for a play onto that one. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. This channel's kind of on fire, isn't it? Let's see, popular, 2 million views. Wow. Don't you just love how people love to hate stuff? Because all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the top 8 videos on this channel are negatives. See, like Indiana Jones obviously saying just let me die. Thor Love and Thunder hates you. Death by 1,000 jokes. Tolkien Betrayed, beautiful and terrible. She-Hulk, nobody's laughing, insultingly bad. These are all like, here's some more. So the top 12 are negatives. The top 16 are negative. I'm not subscribed to her YouTube channel is, well, yeah, of course it was an advertisement for her OnlyFans. Okay, never mind. Is this only negatives? This channel is just negative. There's nothing. There's nothing positive here. So, okay, so like it's a negative review of Barbie, right? Let's see what a failure. Box office, I should say. Office. So a movie that made $1.4 billion is a terrible movie, according to this person. If my YouTube channel made $1.4 billion, I don't care what would be on it. It wouldn't be a bad... It wouldn't be a bad channel. Let's see, like, the top one. Indiana Jones 5. So it made $75 million. So not great. Plutes does negative reviews of Disney with humorous English twist. Okay. I personally didn't enjoy the Barbie movie that much, but it wasn't as bad as I was expecting from like people like this. So this is a flop. This is a flop. Rings of Power I liked. I actually liked Rings of Power. It wasn't bad at all. This was a flop, I think, as well. I think Avatar Way of Water did well. Oops, in Avatar. Avatar. Yeah. It made $2.3 billion. 3,000. No, I mean, good for him, but I mean, does this guy not enjoy anything? I have to watch. Maybe it's satirical. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the 1.4 million views on bashing a movie that made 2 point something billion. I have to check it out to judge for myself, obviously. I actually like Quantumania. It wasn't bad. Anyways, whatever. This is neither here nor there. I think we're heated up enough. So let's go back here. Just make sure we're in frame. Uh-oh, my mic lost another bar. Okay, so let's leave this off. Ugh. All right. Time for another iteration of the Kaiweets meter gauntlet. Just over to the side here. I'm going to check the voltage with this, but it is very fiddly to move the voltage setting up and down this board. So I'm going to edit it out to just show you the result. If you want to see the full length of how fast this thing reacts and whatever to how fast I connect it, let me know in the comments and maybe I can make a separate video for that. I'll just, do you a separate edit. But here goes. It's on the 2.5 volt range. Also, we're auto ranging here and the speed is slow. So here we go. So 2.4983. So we're, what, 17 microvolts off, which is very little. On the 5 volt range, we are 5.0002 volts DC, so that's 2 microvolts off. On the 7.5 volt range, we are 7.4986, so that's what, 15-ish, 15 microvolts off. And on the 10 volt range, we are bang on. Look at that, 10.0000. It is so satisfying seeing all these zeros back to back to back. That's pretty incredible. There we go, not recording anymore. Are you, I'm also a mod on Mr. Brown's. Are you spamming a competing channel? How dare you? I'm kidding, I don't really care. For resistance, I'm going to do 2 wire. Next up for resistance, all of my resistors here are precision resistors at 0.01% accuracy, except for the 10 ohm, which is 0.1% accuracy. So let's give this a try. I'm going to call them out as I put them together. And here we go. So here's the 10 ohm, 10.088, 100 ohm, 100.061, 1K. Ooh, very accurate. That is 0.31 ohms off. 10K. Very, very close. That is just about 9 ohms off on the 10,000 ohm range. And 100K. That is just about 20 ohms off at 100K. Oh, 10 to 20. Pretty neat. That's fine. I don't care. You can, the more the merrier. Do whatever you like. All right, so now I have to remember how to do the current measurement. So like so. Yeah, so I think you go, so I'm going to go into the milli ohms. And that's at 10 volts. And then I go shift I, and then terminal 200 milliamps. Okay, that's good. 200 milliamps. And let's see if I remember this. Okay, so does that make sense? 99.9 microamps, because we've got 10 volts. Let me grab my calculator here. 10 volts divided by 100, 100,000. That should give me 1 microamp. So why is this giving me 100 microamps? Because it's supposed to be 10 volts. 10 volts by 100,000 ohms. Let's check at 10,000 ohms. That's not reading anything. Please tell me I wasn't shorting this. Okay, at 1K, so 10 divided by 10 volts divided by 1K. That is, should be 10 milliamps. And this is indeed nearly 10 milliamps. So then this should be 0.1 milliamp. That's not reading at all. Something is wrong with this one. And then this one is 100 microamps. Something is not correct here. So that should be 10 milliamps. So that is correct. I don't get it. Something is wrong. So that one's correct. But now if I go to my 10K, doesn't show anything, but my 100K shows what my 10K should. I don't know what's up. 100 ohms, I didn't attach neither the 10. So why is my 10K not working? Maybe I have to change the settings on the meter. But it doesn't make sense because the 1K works and the 100K works, but wrong. Here, we'll do. So 0.1 milliamps, which that's wrong, I think. That's it. Milliamps or microamps. That's all we got. Two milliamp range, 20 milliamp range, 200 milliamp range. It can't be 100 microamps. Let's go 100. Let's read the resistance here. So 100 microamps. Let's just round off because I can't deal with this right now. Ugh. Okay. So Ohm's law, 100 microamps. So that's 0.00. What's one? Wait. Here, let's do it this way, so I don't make any mistakes. 100 UA to A. That's. No, I've been saying it wrong. The whole video I've been saying, so that's not micro. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to put corrections on the screen. So that's why. So that means 10 microamps is 0.000 0.01 1. Oops. Okay, so 10 volts divided by 0.00001. How's it going, another maker? Yeah, but I'm in microamps. Look, UADC. That's actually 100 microamps. So it's here. How's it going, bro? All right. Equals 100,000. So that's correct. Okay, so now, but why does my other one does not work? Also, can we just say how nuts it is that this is measuring 100 microamps? That's like absolutely insane. So now, why doesn't my 10K work? If I put it to milliamps, doesn't work. Pull it to that, doesn't work. So something is borked on my 10K ohm because my 1K works, 10 milliamps. It's going, probably going outside. So that works, reads 10 milliamps. This one works. This one doesn't work. All right, let's record this bit. As for very small currents, something's wrong with my Kaiweets multimeter gauntlet because the 1K works. We're expecting about 10 milliamps there. So there we go. Pretty much 10 milliamps. But my 10K ohm one doesn't work. My 100K ohm does though. So this shows you how impressive this multimeter is. You're able to read 100 milliamps on the screen here. Very, very impressive. There we go. That's done. The rashes look absolutely trash. At least they're not so itchy anymore. Yeah, Vero looks like she fought a pit bull. All right, so that's good. That's done. Oh, we have the capacitance tester too. Let's do that. Actually, I'll put it to current terminal. I'll put speed fast, and we'll see how much charge is left in the capacitors. So, oh yeah, we don't need to power this on anymore. It's off. We can remove these clips. All right, see how much charge is left in the caps. Nothing. The other one? Nothing. All right. Let's go up to here. So capacitance is here. So this is 82 nanofarad, 1%. $81.7, not bad. And then 100 nanofarad, 1%. $99.6. So that's good. And now we can switch it to current and discharge it for the next test. So on to current. Shift I. Still on fast. Discharge. Wow, already discharged. Went by very, very fast. So yeah. There we go. Yeah, I discharged it through the. It's a short circuit through the multimeter. Also, it looks like the leads are 100 nanofarads. That's something, I suppose. Yeah, okay. And as for the capacitors, we have 100 nanofarads, 1%, and 82 nanofarads, 1%. So let's start with the 82. So here we go. Takes a while to charge up capacitors, as is pretty normal. So 81.7, and here's the 100. 99.6, so within spec. Very nice. There we go. Okay. So that's it for the Kaiweets meter gauntlet. It's a good meter if you don't want to check amps. Yeah, just the interface is a little bit weird. Can turn off the power supply up there. Probably gonna zoom in a little bit and talk about the interface. So far, the mics are still working, which is good. I hear Vero upstairs. She's probably heading out to the pool to do maintenance on the pool, very likely. I'll zoom in a little bit. So, focus. Let's chat a little bit about the interface on this. So first things first, it has a soft power on-off button. Not too much of a fan of this. I'd rather a big ka-chunk physical power off button. And I'm not sure if there's a software reason for this, like if one of the features requires it to be powered on all the time or whatnot. But it does have a switch on the IEC connector, but that is on the back of the unit. Since this thing is meant to be up on a shelf somewhere, it is a professional piece of test gear after all. So a little bit less of a fan of that. I would rather a big ka-chunk main power button up front here, but that is what it is. The other thing that I think is a very weird choice is that you've got two voltage buttons, so DC volts and AC volts, and then to get to the current, you have to shift DC volt and shift AC volt, which I think is a little less good than what I've seen other manufacturers do, which is you hit volts once, it's DC, you hit it again, it's AC, and then you hit current once, it's DC, and you hit current again, it's DC, or vice versa. And I think that's a little bit better setup than what this is, at least as a usability perspective. I mean, this is usable, it's just not intuitive as to what I would expect. Another thing that's not super intuitive is how you use the microamps and the regular amps. So this hole here is for your current, which is nice. It's fused internally, which I believe is actually a breaker, resettable fuse, because it's not accessible externally. And then, so that's the current between here and the small current, so up to 200 milliamps, is between this hole and this hole. But now here's what's interesting. If you go to measure current, let's go current DC. So I'll go shift and DC. Notice how my wire here is in the amps range, but we're measuring in microamps. Well, that's because you have to go down here and manually select the terminal. So 200 milliamps or 10 amps. So you actually have to select it like that instead of just, you know, hitting current a second time or whatever to hop into the smaller one. That's a little bit weird. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. It's just something I'm gonna have to get used to. It's just strange. I actually had to look in the manual to figure out how come I couldn't measure current. And the other thing is, because there's separate terminals, there's no failover. So if you have current coming into these wires here, but you're set to the milliamp terminal, you're not getting anything on the screen at all. It's a completely separate circuit. So it's really hard to see what's going on. Other than that, stuff is relatively simple. The range is adjusted by just going up and down. You see the range up there. And if you're not happy with the manual ranging, you just hit the auto. Auto is the default. I think it works pretty well, but it does mean your display changes a little bit slower if you have a big difference in, if it has to switch ranges basically. So if you know that your voltage is going to be, let's say, 112 volts, well then you leave it in this range here, and then when you power on with your probes, you're going to see it change a lot quicker than if you just set it to auto, and it'll step through all the ranges to find the range you want. Another cool thing is you have your input Z, which is your input terminal resistance. You can set it by just hitting this button, the F3 button right there. You have a relative measurement, and you have historical data as well. Hopefully that was recording that whole time. I've always said, okay, here, hold on. I've always said that I love everything Unity makes, but then I got my function generator the other day, and I freaking hate the interface. You know what's bad about the Unity function gen, and I'll talk about it once I take a look at it, is that it has comma separations between the zeros, so it's very confusing. Like, I think they could have done a way better job with that. The thing is, technically it's good, like the output is good, but it's just a little bit weird. What else? What else? I don't really know how to do 4-wire measurements, so we can check that out after as well. That beautiful woman just walked by my window and looked in, so I waved at her. She waved back. There we go. I just feel like it requires more fiddling. Yeah. Yeah, their function gen interface needs a bit of a revamp, I think. Oop, knocked the camera. Anything else I wanted to talk about? I guess there's the math functions, right? Stat on. Oh boy. Let's here, we'll just take this off. We'll power it by the UTG 3305S directly. So let's play with the stats a little bit before I present it on camera. Just barely fits. It's nice. Got the cables just at the right length. All right, so stats on. Okay, it tells you the samples. I turn this on. Standard deviation, average. So now I can mess with the voltages. Yeah, and it populates pretty nice. Min, max, the span. So if I go stat off, oh, wait, stat on, I clear it, off, done. That was the math function. Back to DC, all right. And range auto. One thing that really shows you the power of this multimeter is the math menu. Now, I probably won't go through all the features in the math menu. There's a lot. I'm going to link you to the owner's manual down in the description. But here, if you look at this stat button, you go stat on. Look at the dual display now. So you got your volts DC, but now you've got your minimum, you've got your average, you've got your maximum, you have your span, your standard deviation, how many samples it took. So if I just go, this is connected right now to the UDP 3305S. If I go a little nuts with it and just start changing the voltage all over the place, you can see your min and max values will change, as well as your voltage averages. And your deviation shows you your span, what the whole range was. It's pretty crazy. It allows you to really get a feel for what your power coming in is doing. So if you have a device that draws quite a bit of power, and you need to check if it's affecting the voltage, if you're getting voltage drop, all sorts of things, this kind of stuff can be really useful for that. All right, so let's clear and stats off. That's good. The math menu also allows you to access a couple different display modes. So you've got the number, you've got the trend graph, which is sort of like a waveform graph. It's a little bit hard to see, but it works pretty well overall. You also have a bar graph. So you've got your dual display here with the bar graph. Now the bar graph, as far as I can tell, doesn't move faster than the numbers. So it's just a visual indicator of what the numbers are doing. And you've got a histogram. So that tells you a little bit more information about where the voltages are and for how long they've been there. So I'm just messing with the dials now. So pretty neat. See, right now it's stuck on 1 voltage for longer, so it's biasing the histogram, and if I move it, there we go. So it's just another way to visualize the data. There we go. Back to number. What else do I do? I haven't talked about the fan noise yet, which is quite loud. I don't know if, I know you guys won't be able to hear it, but I was planning on taking the other microphone out of here and putting it next to the fan so they can hear on the video. What else do I have left, guys? What else is left to show? Oh, temperature. I can do temperature. Let's turn off the power supply. Bring this up and out of the way. Move the Kai Wheats thing out of the way as well. The multimeter comes with a K-type thermocouple as well. Let me show you how that works, because that's another thing that I had to go to the manual to take a look. So first and foremost, you want to make sure that you have the correct polarity. So positive is over on this side, and that goes in this red terminal, even though it's not marked degrees here anywhere. It goes up into that terminal and into the common. And then to go to temperature, it's shift and capacitance. And then if you get OL, like this one is, you have to go to your probe settings and you have to select the probe you have. So this is a thermocouple, and you have to select the type of thermocouple. So it's K-type, and now you have an accurate temperature reading, and I can, squeeze this and the temperature will go up you know, to show my fingers are, actually my fingers are quite cool right now. But there we go. So this goes up. Now, something to keep an eye on is that, first of all, this thing is internally compensated, so this number should be as accurate as possible. But something to keep an eye on is I actually set this to a K-type thermocouple before this video, and it didn't remember my setting from the power cycle. So that means that very likely every time you go to temperature, after a power cycle, you may have to set that again. Let's see if it'll just remember. So it remembers now. So let's turn it off. And let's see if it remembers if we turn it back on. Okay, shift there. Nope, it doesn't remember. So you have to go back to the setting, back to your thermocouple, and change the type to a K-type in this case. And there we go. So again, something to keep an eye on when you're using this thing is every time you're going to have to reset thermocouple mode. Just every power cycle. So that also means that although this thing can accept a wide range of thermal devices to take a look at, it does also mean that that customizability comes with a cost. You have to set your settings every single time you power off and on. That's something I would like to see improved, because especially since this is a soft power switch. So in principle, the power is still plugged in. So even if it stored these data in volatile memory, I think it should remember at least until it's unplugged, if not permanently. There we go. Yeah. I know. I had to do it to them, but just you wait. The freaking comments are going to tell me I'm a nitpicker and whatever. Some people's children, I tell you. So let me swap the battery out while we're here. I think that is an oversight, though. I don't think that's correct for it to forget. Especially, it doesn't even default to the thermal probe that's included with the device. So that's a little weird if you think about it. Not impressed at all. But the thing is, it measures really well. That's all I really care about. But I can't let it show it on the video, obviously. Already Unity hates me, so they're never ever going to send me anything ever again. So how do I do a 4-wire measurement? Resistance measurement now. Let's look at the manual. It's pronounced Emmanuel. Big oversight? Yeah, I think it's a bit of an oversight. But don't forget though, here, let me, for reference. 677 Canadian dollars. So let's go 677 CAD to USD. It's 500 US dollars. Okay? For a 5.5 digit multimeter, products, meters, digital multimeters. They don't even make they don't even make a 5.5 digit multimeter. 7.5. 5.5. It's more than double the price. It is times and a third. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. Does this go in your PC? I don't know what that does. Four and a half. Just looking for all the 5.5 digit offerings. I mean, this 4.5 handheld multimeter is times and a half the price. So, needless to say, yes, it's expensive, but it's not insanely expensive. Yeah, no, I agree on both those things. I purposely haven't watched anybody's reviews, by the way, just so I can get a feel for it myself. Let's track, like, Sigilant. Products. Oh. See, I don't like this. I don't know what the hell these series means. Like, why are you giving me this? I don't care about these series. So, which one of this is a 5.5? I'm guessing SDM 3055. I'm guessing. Okay, 5.5 digit. Ooh. That's the same price. That is the same price. I need to email these people. That is the exact same price. Oh, look at this. They do the same stuff. Look at that. DC volts and DC current. Wait, is this exactly the same? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God. It's almost exactly the same. It's the same Cat 2 300 volt. The only thing I see that's different is the temperature on mine is with the capacitance, but here the frequency is with the capacitance. Dual, acquire, math. These buttons are in the exact same spot. Why? Why not email them? Run, stop, single, and shift. Oh my God, there's the same 6 buttons. So this one has these range here. Look at the difference. Wait, I think I can turn on. Oh, it's upside down. Oh my God. I feel like the screen is lower resolution. It has the same amount of buttons on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, has the same. Look, has a USB. USB. It's like the same. Oh my God. What if it's the same? They're very similar. Okay, so why not email Sigilant? Oh my god. Dude. It's the same. No. I'm streaming now. It's so similar. Oh my god. Look at look at the stats. Oh my god, it's the same. Has an expansion card option though. Oh my god. It's probably not traceable though. Unity did the traceability. Hello, I am currently in the process of reviewing a 5.5 digit multimeter from one of your competitors and noticed that your multimeter, which one? The SDM 3055. The SDM 3055. Is the exact same price, dollars USD, for my YouTube channel. I'll send you the link if you wish. Excuse me. Same company, or maybe. What did you email Sigilant? Would you be willing to send me SDM 3305 for its own review video and then a shoot out versus the one I am testing at the moment? I didn't, but that was, oh, Jasmine. Yeah. For sure. Would you be willing to send me an STM for its own review video and then a shootout versus the one I am testing at the moment? So to be clear, your multimeter would appear in at least 2 videos prominently in the channel, and I would also mention you sent it to me when I use it regularly. When if I use it regularly on the channel. I can include whatever affiliate or tracking links you would like. Thank you, Dan. Sure. I'm also not a robot. Am I on a VPN or something? How come it keeps doing this? Car. That's a car. That's a car. That's a car. That's a van. Does a van count? Does SUV count? Whatever. So these are cars. Does that count? I hate this. There's a car right there. Oh my god. Simple electronics. Yeah. Submit. No. I got my no brand thermal camera from a place that sold FLIR. When is a car not a car? Good. Yeah, good question. Multimeters. So I do want to do a long-term play for this one. 6.5 digits. Look at this bad boy. So I don't know what scanner card means, but $750 for a 6.5 digit multimeter. It's pretty neat. Also, did I not read something? If you need help with a quote, yeah. So it says email these people for a quote, email these people for support, and I guess everything else is email this. Yeah, when it's a van. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we definitely sent that. So what else am I missing? So I complained about a couple things. Oh yeah, 4-wire. That's what I came over here to do. Check 4-wire measurement. Oh god. 4-wire. Let's go back up. Here. Current. 2-wire, 4-wire resistance measurement. All right, 4-wire. Shift 2-wire to enter the interface of 4-wire resistance measurement. Oh, I need to do the continuity check too. Okay. So you need 4 croc clips essentially. Okay, connect the test leads to the measured resistance as figure 216. Okay. The test leads above are constant current source output circuits. Okay. Connect the red test leads to terminal sense high. Very good. Black ones terminal sense low. Okay. Good. All right, well, let's give it a shot. 4 wires and the amps. Oh, I did milliamps. I didn't do amps. Okay, good. Okay, let's do 4-wire resistance testing. Do you think Siglent will answer me? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to want to. Oh, I got an email from PayPal. I thought I was getting money. But no, it's just telling me that PCBWay haven't paid me yet. Maybe just you? I'm good. Ooh. A couple of my AliExpress things should be in very shortly. They're in my country. Sorry, I'm just catching up on my emails here. Delivery update, order shipped, I don't care, I don't care. Water activities, nope. Shipped, 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 ready to ship. Reminder from Simple Electronics to pay your bill, PCBWay. Mind you, I just billed them not too long ago. They paid me, waiting on the AliExpress part to finish project, ordered way too much off. I always order way too much on AliExpress. If I wasn't afraid of doxing myself, I would show you my AliExpress purchases from last year. Ah, screw it. You guys stay on that screen. Yeah. So in 2023, the whole $10 for free faster shipping gets you. Yeah, it does. So in 2023, off AliExpress, I ordered $1,602.89. And off Amazon, it was $1,326.80. So, yeah. Expensive. Very expensive. All right. Switches and a relay. Nice. What are you doing with your switches and a relay? So you need crock clips. I need more crock clips than I have to do 4-wire measurements. Let's see, what do I have? So I have this. So this will help, right? I don't know which one it measures from. Let's try that one. Okay, so that. And then I need one more of these sort of, whatchamacallit, 4mm majiggy jagger. Oh, maybe I can use these. Actually, yeah, I can use these. Oh, not that one. These guys. So if I use these, right? That should give me an accurate-ish reading. So put that over there. Turn this guy on. Therefore, I thought you were joking about the robotic cat. Okay, so like that. And as for resistance, just leaning over the camera. Oh, one of my resistor packs are gonna fall. I think I still have the precision resistors I used for the Kaiweets tester. I do. Oh, no. Maybe I just ordered one? So I have... I think this is the... Yeah, these are the 100 ohm 0.1%. No, these are the 10 ohm. Yeah, 10 ohm, quarter watt, 1%. Here is one of the capacitors. Here is another capacitor. I need to do another Mouser order because I have credit with them. But I thought I had 2 of each resistor, but probably not because they were like, I think they were like 20 bucks each. They were exceedingly expensive. Let me check on Mouser. Yeah, no, I understand now. Go away, go away. Let's check this out. 1K resistor. I don't know how to. Okay. I don't know which one is precise. Just let me search. Sure, wire wound. 0.01%. And $1K. Are you fucking kidding me? Why is that so cheap? $3 watt? It says 1%. Oh, apply filters. Okay, yeah, 15 bucks for a 0.1% quarter watt. 79 in stock. $15. Which one is the better ppm? Wow, 10 ppm per degree C. That one's $40. That's crazy. That is like super precise. Have the body and the fur, the legs work sort of. Just need the purring circuit, which I'm working on. It's all TTL chips. Look at you go. You should make a YouTube video on that. So this is non-stocked 17-week lead time. But I would probably go for this one. 15 bucks. You just get no resistance here. Seriously? They only make 1K ohm. There's no other resistance in the wire wound. If I go back here, metal film. 0.1%. Apply filters. 1K. 5 ppm. 67.86. Wow. $67. My CPLD I've been waiting for is out for delivery. Very nice. What's CPLD? Okay, let's go. Sort by price. 101. Okay, 67 is the cheapest for the metal film. Carbon film. So I think wire wound is the most common. What's the difference? I just want resistor. What's the 1%? Ew. Okay, let's go resistor 0.01%. 0.01. Apply filter. Okay, so SMD resistors. 0.01, 5 ppm. $13. That's actually not that bad. Let's check price. Cross between an FPGA and a micro. Okay. Is this for a secret project, or what's it for? In stock, normally stocked. Is there a quantity? Apply filters. This looks cheap. Look, it's an 0805, 10 ppm, 0.01%, and they're $2 a pop. That's not that bad. I get a couple of these, solder them onto make it a PCBWay project. Okay, let me write down somewhere. I have no more. Oh no, I gave all my post-it notes to Vero. Took a device that converts really old video signals and turns them into HDMI, but I keep improving it, and I finally made what is my perfect version. But they sent the SMD CPLD instead of the PLCC. Interesting. This is cool that I can get these really cheap resistors that are super precise. Let's see if I can say 0805. Actually 1206. Let's see if I can get 1206. Apply filters. Yeah, you buy them at $3 a pop. That'll make a nice PCBWay project. I need to watch a tutorial on something. All right, have a good one. Thanks for being here. Okay, I'm liking this. 0.01%, which is very nice. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna use a regular resistor because we need to get this filmed. I'm not gonna wait forever to get one. Okay, 33K. Just gonna grab maybe a 15K. No, I don't have a lot of those. 3 meg, 82K. Probably not one of the little values. 1 meg. There we go. 820 ohm resistor. There's an oddball. There we go. All right, so let's check the 2-wire resistance. Oh. 1 and 2. Two wire. So here's the 2-wire. 2. So it is, sorry, 820 ohm, 1%. Yeah. Or is it 5%? Let's see. I don't know what color. 1% should be brown. No, that is gold. 5%. Because the 8 should be gray. Yeah. Gray, red, brown, gold. So that's 5%. Okay, so we're getting 815.09. There's so many digits. Okay, but if now we connect these and go 4-wire, I mean, it's very close. It is very, very close. It's not much different. It's like so close. What's the other range? 200. Yeah, I don't want to go that low. So that is incredibly close. Oh, need to undo this. 2 watt. So the 4-wire system is more accurate because it sends current through different wires than the one it senses from. I'll explain that real quick when I record. A really cool feature of this multimeter, though, is the 4-wire resistance measurement. So let's try the 2-wire resistance measurement. So you just hit resistance. And here I've got the supplied alligator clips. I've got an 820 ohm resistor plus minus 5%. So it's not very precise, but that doesn't really matter. So essentially, what happens when you go into resistance mode is that it sends a small voltage and current through these wires here, and it measures a relative voltage drop through the leads in order to calculate the resistance and display it on the screen. That means that it's sending voltage and current down the same wires that is measuring from. A 4-wire measurement, though, which this machine can do, will send voltage and current down a different set of wires in order to get the answer. And so I've just got these leads hooked up. They are not supplied. I had to supply them myself, which is fine. And I'll just hook these up to the resistor on the outside. And now I'm going to go shift into 4-wire mode. And there you go. So a little bit more, a little bit different. You actually got a little bit more resistance now that the wires that are measuring are only measuring. It's just measuring the voltage drop directly at the resistor instead of internally as the 2-wire would do. So you get more precise measurements, and that's sort of important when you have so many digits to work with. What good are those digits if they're not accurate? I understand how it works, I just don't know why. Well, because when you send current down a wire, your wire suffers a voltage drop, so this you don't have a voltage drop across the measuring wires, essentially. This is pretty neat though. You get so many freaking digits. All right. 1 and 2. Take these guys out. Back to volts. Can go like this as well. High, low. Just shove these up the clacker. AC volts works perfectly fine as well, and I believe on the dual display you should be able to see the frequency. Yep, there we go. Look at how many digits we have on the frequency. So my wall power right now is at 59.96 something something something. So, you know, basically 60 hertz. That's pretty neat. I think you can also just hit the frequency there if you're just interested in the frequency. Not sure if it'll do it on the AC. It does. So it shows you the same amount as well. And then you can also get the period. So it's the same measurement, but it'll be in seconds instead of, you know, representations per second. Time to check the continuity beeper. Oh, so no beeper. Oh, that's because it is off. There we go. Beeper is on. So it responds quickly, as you can tell. It does respond, but the beeper is not latching. Maybe if we adjust the threshold. So it's set to 30 ohms. Let's drop that. One. There we go. Can I turn that off? On. Threshold. There we go. Let's see. So kind of a slow continuity beeper there. It's not very fast. Could be due to the leads though. I do have some fancier leads that I'll try in a different video, but this is just looking at what comes with it. Kind of slow. I know that Franco is not going to like this. This is slow continuity beeper. Uh, 820. Put my resistor back in. All right, so what else is left? Oh yeah, diode check. Need to grab a couple of LEDs for that. Okay, I need to write myself a note. Let me write this down. 0.01% resistors, SMD, diodes for diode testing, Schottky to LED, voltage reference, caps, what else? Checking. So yeah, I'm making myself a PCB-way project. All right, so we need to grab a couple of LEDs now to light up. Probably a red and a white is what I'm gonna look for. You need quick beepers for continuity. Yeah. Yeah, I can't say I disagree with you. There's a white LED, but I also want a red one. What are these? There's a dual. I would really like a red LED. Oh, here's one. And I'll just grab a diode as well. Just a regular diode. Like that. And should have my diode boxes somewhere nearby. Not there, not there, there. Diode box here. So this is a standard 1N4001. This is a 1N819. Okay, move this out of the way. We're going to use croc clips for this. Really annoying fly in here. Yeah, there's a couple of humidity bugs here because of the summer. So I feel you. Let's take a look at the diode test function. So here is a 1N819. It is a Schottky diode, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go, 0.2 volts DC. That is the forward voltage. And let's check. This one is a 1N4007. So just a standard, yeah, 0.6 volts voltage drop. That's good. So that's kind of normal, but now I'm wondering if it can light LEDs. Oh, I can't really see the polarity of this one. Let's see if it works though. Oh, yeah. So don't know if you can tell, but that is lit very dimly. 1.663 volts DC of forward voltage. And let's see the ultimate test. Can it turn on a white LED? I think that's backwards. Like this, and like this. So that is lit. Ooh. So it is lit, but is not telling us the forward voltage. So this will work as an LED tester to make sure it is lit, but it does not read out the forward voltage. I just want to make sure, it'll make darn tootin', that this is not shorting. No, it is not telling us the forward voltage. This should be, around 3 volts. So it must have a threshold where it doesn't work beyond, but that's a little bit weird because this is very clearly lit. Interesting. Well, that's another fail. Come on. Why? Why you do this to me, Unity? I don't want to be mean to you. There's a lot of concessions. I hope Sigilant sends me their multimeter. Because if it does the same, then we'll know it came from the same supplier. But if it does better, how can you recommend the Unity? Right? That's not right. I think that was an easy win for them, but it became a loss. They could have been the absolute power. They could have been like the only $500 US, 5.5 digit multimeter, which does everything you want, but just has a little bit of refinements that's needed. Just not quite right, you know? They're so close. Couple of odd decisions. I mean, it did work for the red. It did not work for the white. However, for the sake of completeness, we can see on if the Kai Wheats does any better. Unity is never talking to me again. Can guarantee that at this point. Diode check. Oh, that's a bad look. That's a really bad look. I don't know if I did this wrong. Is there like a range? It says open. It's not open. I have a blue and a green, yeah. Is that important? Like, does it make a big difference? They're lower, for sure. But like the thing is, the Kaiweets does it. That's the issue at hand right now. The Kaiweets does it, but this one does not. Let me check the specs first. I want to get my facts straight. Let's check the specs. Diode test. Diode. Wait. What? What? It should show it. Well, that does it. I have to show this now. Their specs say they should show it. Hold on, did I plug it in wrong? No. Proper. Well, hang on. That doesn't make sense. If the spec sheet shows something is wrong there. So you say a blue. So I have a blue here. This should be a blue. But blue and white are the same, aren't they? Because isn't a white just a blue LED with a phosphor coating? So there's a blue. Shows open. And so green works. Does this work here? So after that last test with the white LED, it got me wondering, if it worked, but it didn't show the forward voltage, then what is the actual spec? And the actual spec is up to 4 volts. That's what it says in the owner's manual. Maybe it says something different in the accuracy sheet. I don't know, but let me show you something. So here I have a green LED now. So green LED has a slightly lower forward voltage, and it is showing, 1.897 volts DC. So that is working. But then I switch it to a blue LED, and a blue LED should be the same as a white LED, or very close. So here's the blue LED lit, and again, it shows open. And let me just show you the interesting part with this. I'm going to leave this actually. Okay, I'm going to pull this off. And here is a Kaiweets multimeter, which is an excellent multimeter, but it's like an order of magnitude and then some cheaper. And then I plug this in. So our blue LED, which is working, right, has a forward voltage of 2.587 volts, which is curiously below the 4 volts that the Unity is supposed to do. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is there, but let's see the white LED, right? The Kaiweets couldn't read, the Unity couldn't read that either. So let's take a look, and there it is lit, 2.645. So I'm wondering how come this can't show us the voltage, forward voltage on an LED, but yet it can light it. I'm going to be reaching out to Unity about that. So weird. But how come this is like 1.5 orders of magnitude difference in price? It's like 1 order of magnitude and then a half. That's a little disappointing. It's quite disappointing. Sorry, what color was this? I need to put these away before I get them mixed up. Blue. I don't know what to say about that. But that doesn't seem like a difficult task. Like to do that, to support forward voltage on LEDs that have existed since the 80s. And like the thing is, or 90s, I guess, white LEDs. And also it's powered by the wall, so you can essentially, if you really wanted to, you could put 100 volts through the diode tester if if it doesn't have the correct forward voltage. So that's a little weird. Multimeter is cheap, Chinese cheap, yeah. Well, I mean, the Kaiweets is inexpensive, but I wouldn't say it's like quality cheap. It's very good value. I didn't intend this. I didn't intend to pull out another multimeter, but they say the specs is 0 to 4 volts. Open. Under 4 volts. No, sorry. It says, yeah, hold on. Let me get this clear. Zero to approximately 4 volts. Above 4 volts, open will be shown. So, I mean, it's pretty clear there. I'm going to put away these things too. I don't know, man. Kaiweets is battery powered. It should have a lower threshold than the Unity. This back in there. Does have a couple of warts. Oh. Oh, shit. I have a couple more shots to take, but I'm probably going to want to recharge my microphones and stuff, so I guess we can eat now. I'm going to... yeah, I guess I'm going to wrap it up here. So I'm going to take... because the next things I want to do is the noise, and then the dimensionality and stuff, and adjusting the bracket, and then that's it. So I guess this can be it right here. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for watching, for not leaving me alone with my thoughts. And hopefully we get a reply from Sigalint. That would be something. And yeah, I'll probably stream. You know what? I might stream later today. Oh shit! You guys are not on the right screen. I might stream later today because Vero will be gone. So I might stream later today to continue and maybe do some edits or whatever. But yeah, I'm enjoying streaming, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.